It's July 7th. We are going to Hollywood Studios in Florida.
So this is another park that actually celebrates a lot of movies and movie characters. And it's actually one of the smaller parks compared to Magic Kingdom. It's also closer to our hotel. It's one of the more ones towards the west.
It's easier parking than the Magic Kingdom because you don't have to take the monorail all the way through. You can just park and then go to the front.
Walk into the park, exactly. So, I mean, this is one of our several visits to it already at this point. But again, depending on what the kids remember when they were young. I think the last time Hayden had gone, he was still on a stroller. And it's good, again, that they're all able to just carry their backpacks into the park.
And so we were able to use the same tickets we used when we went to the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. It has our fingerprint and everything, though we didn't have to do that. They just scanned in.
Yeah.
So our first intention, of course, once we got to the Hollywood Studios and go through the main street, was to actually head over to Galaxy's Edge Star Wars. So we had to look for that. But again, this is the lineup right before the opening, and it opened at 8:30, a little bit earlier than Magic Kingdom. But those who live on the resort always has 1 hour early access already before the day even begins for the regular public viewers.
It looks very Hollywood with
Yes.
all the... It looks like California.
So there's the theater, and then over to the... on either end of this main street, you have a bunch of different smaller vintage-looking theaters.
So this is Toy Story Land?
Yeah. So to get to Galaxy's Edge, we have to walk through other sections of the park. There's no through and through access to it. So it's almost like a circular roundabout too, but it's, again, not as big as Magic Kingdom.
And it's like opposite. It's like all the toys are huge and the people are small.
Yes. So, I mean, it's a very well-designed part of the park, that it's so colorful and so vivid. Again, the design for Toy Story alone as a movie and a concept was very smart, that they incorporated all of these vintage toys like Scrabble blocks, the dominoes, little checkers and chess sets.
So here is Galaxy's Edge.
So we're entering what looks like a planet on Star Wars.
So we've been to Galaxy's Edge in California in Disneyland.
That's when it first opened there.
But this one seems bigger.
So this opened the year after California opened. So if we were in 2019, this actually opened 2020, but then the pandemic hit and it hasn't really, they were closed for a little bit. But I mean, now everybody's going ahead here too. There are 2 rides on this area, long lineups too. So we went ahead and went on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, Millennium Falcon was the first one that we went to.
And this ride was also in the
Galaxy's Edge in California.
Yeah. We didn't make any reservations for any restaurants today. There was that Tatooine bar.
Yeah.
Mos Eisley.
Mos Eisley's Cantina.
We went to in California, but we did not here.
So this is the lineup of the Millennium Falcon ride.
So when you're in line, there's all these different distracting details that makes the line interesting.
Yeah, just Star Wars artifacts and ships and boxes.
And it takes us through loops and loops of a line. So we're actually always walking in a line. It's even if it says 40 minutes worth, you kind of stand, but then you keep walking. So we actually are able to make a lot of steps during the day. So
that's Hondo. That's one of the animatronics.
And he moves so fluidly like a regular person.
Yeah, he looks like a real person, but it's not. It's not choppy at all. And so we were able to go in.
And they assign us different roles. So you needed 2 gunners, 2 engineers, and 2 pilots.
Yeah. This is the inside of the Millennium Falcon. You saw the chessboard there.
Oh, yes.
And this is just one of the hallways going to the cockpit, I guess, where we're going to fly.
It's interesting because, it's nice to see these videos because when you're right in there on the lineup, it's very overwhelming to check out all the details other than you're just in it, right? Yeah. So here, Mason and I were both the pilots.
It's going really fast.
So it's a simulation ride. It looks like we're going through this planet.
And you guys are actually flying.
Yeah.
So if you move the handle to the right, it goes to the right. And it goes up and down.
So this plane thing, it moves. Yeah. It moves in tandem with what we see. So now we're going into hyperdrive.
And Tristan and Hayden were the shooters, but as you can see, both of Hayden's hands are on the seat, and so he's not shooting.
Oh.
He's just holding on tight. Where Tristan has one hand on the seat, and then his left hand He's pressing buttons to shoot.
And I mean, we are wearing seatbelts all this time.
Yeah.
So it can get kind of bumpy, and it twists
It is.
and turns
As you can see,
us,
it's really bumpy.
It looks like we're being hit by attacking forces, of course.
But yeah, this was a really fun one.
Yep. And then it looks like we're falling, free falling. So it's interesting because when you close your eyes, you're really just being jostled back and forth, side to side. But when you open your eyes, of course, your perception is you're going through these motions.
But this seems to be the new style of ride.
Yeah.
Like similar to this, we've also been to, well, we're going to Universal, and they have rides like this as well.
A lot of their concepts are like this. You're just in a ride
seat.
thing, a seat, and then a screen opens before you, and it's as if you're going through an extensive ride.
So we're out.
And Hayden's been trying to look for a lightsaber. And so this is a very cool scene that we have right here going through the streets of...
I don't know what this marketplace is.
Agrabah, but it's not Agrabah. But it looks like that, like a marketplace where they, sell wares and stuff.
I don't know what the name is.
We're next on our way to the new ride, which I, again, wasn't sure whether we should have gone to the new ride or the old ride, but everybody had the same idea as us, where they go to the new ride first.
This one is the Rise of Resistance.
And it was about a 2-hour wait long there.
This one I like better. We weren't allowed to videotape for this one.
No.
But this one was on a trackless.
But you don't even see the track. It's like big magnets moving the cars that you're in.
Yeah.
So of course they have the new actors or the new characters from the more recent Star Wars franchise. You have Poe there, and you have Rey. Mm-hmm. So this is it. We're entering our ship. It looks like, because we are.
It's the Resistance ship.
We're Resistance. We're being saved by them. Did you not get my footage?
So we're inside the Resistance ship. So we were allowed to videotape this part because this isn't the actual ride. It's still waiting in line. And we're heading to the place where we're going to be.
Yes.
And you'll see later we're going to be intercepted, and there's going to be stormtroopers. It's cool.
So it's actually like one big storyline. Like, you don't just go there and that's the ride already. It's like, we think this is the ride, and my mom's like, oh good, it's not as action-packed, but it's only a part of it. And then we get into like a larger space vessel.
And there's like, these are actors, I guess. These are like...
Or they're not just models being in there?
No, I mean the
stormtroopers.
Like they're wearing the black.
Oh, yes.
Like the officers.
Yes. Because
they act like they're from the Empire. They're all serious and directive. See that fellow over there? Yes. So I think these are just statues or animatronics.
But it looks like we are, captured.
Yeah.
By...
in the bunker.
Stormtroopers.
A lot of stormtroopers.
And so it's
so
quite
see those officers in the black?
Yes.
They're very like strict and marching.
Yeah, they're not friendly Disney people anymore. Yeah. They're telling you where to go and how to stand, and how you're gonna be captured now, and you have to give
But
up.
when they're not doing their script, I was looking and they were like whispering and giggling to each other. So
there's Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
But this is just a screen projection.
Yeah, that's not the real. And like, come.
And so the Resistance people
look at you. You're all ready.
That, let's go. We're gonna save you. And so we have to go on our cars, call it.
So this is where it starts, but then I had to put my phone away. Okay, so we're out, but that was a good...
Yeah, that was a really good ride. You'll have to find out for yourself.
Yeah. I'm sure people sneak cameras on YouTube.
And
so this is a lookalike Rey.
Yeah.
She looked like Rey.
So there's various characters in the park. Of course, it's from the Star Wars franchise or other...
And Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the little kids were.
They're probably just visitors because they started walking elsewhere. And this is back to that marketplace that we had passed earlier. I just wanted to take a look at all the different stores. This store has weird creatures of Star Wars.
I don't even know who these creatures are.
And there's like stuffy animals, like those.
There's porgs though.
Porgs, yeah.
A salacious bee crumb. I don't know the frogs.
I mean, more toys if you're into strange beasts and monsters to collect.
But you didn't get any of the weird ones.
No. We did not. But again, very well laid out.
These are the ones that we ended up getting.
So there's more, again, per year.
So we got a Darth Maul,
That's what I wanted to get, the Mandalorian, and I forgot. I thought that was what Hayden had in his bag.
Because I asked, did you get the Mandalorian? No, we got Darth
I really
Maul.
got confused.
Oh well.
Oh well.
And then
Actually, it's not Mandalorian. It's Boba Fett.
oh yes.
But he wanted Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, you got Jar Jar Binks, and you got Maz Kanata.
Maz Kanata, who was cute.
And this was like another creature.
Oh.
And then here are some robes.
Yep. The Jedi robes. I didn't go into this store.
Oh, you didn't see this one?
I don't
Some
think so.
Boba Fett masks or helmets. And these are like Rey's costumes. Here's
Oh.
Tristan trying on the
A
robe,
robe.
so he can be a Sith.
Oh.
And he put his hat on. So that's how it's supposed to look.
Ah.
And I don't know, crouching down. Oh, that's Mason. That was Mason crouching down. So Mason's trying it on now
Why didn't you guys want the brown ones?
because he wanted to be like his brother and wear the black one.
Why is he...
I don't know.
What were you guys doing?
I don't know why he's...
This is why I miss these things. Why are we
So
here?
this is just, I guess, a homestead.
Oh. These are ornaments?
I think so, yeah. Ornaments and mugs.
Okay. Yeah, and magnets. They
Back
didn't have
to you.
any stickers.
No. And this is you. They were having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was trying to pay. They couldn't
Yeah.
just use a card.
And this is the spit.
Yep, it's cool. It looks like it could be shawarma, but it's like creatures from Star Wars. But yeah, it is actually a shawarma.
This thing
Hi.
was in Disneyland too. I
Yeah,
remember that.
exactly. But we didn't have lunch here either. We wanted to try something else, like sit down elsewhere. So here we're just walking through the rest of Galaxy's Edge. And this was Mos Eisley Cantina. Oh no, this is the you create little bots,
Yeah.
but
droids.
droids. But you have to book your time too, and it starts at $200. Those droids, it's
Yeah.
quite extensive.
Like if you want to make your own BB-8.
Yeah, there's another workshop where you also make your customized lightsaber, and those also start at about $200 US. And I mean, most of those who are in that are the collectors, like adult collectors, I'm sure, because there's also another toy store that just sells regular lightsabers for the kids who want to be, playing with it. But lots of droids in this droid marketplace.
It's popular, even though it's $200.
I have heard moms going, I am not spending $200 on a droid. And that's me too.
And here are some stormtroopers. just
Oh, I
walking
miss
by.
these guys.
Oh, this is probably when you were looking for me.
That's right. So yeah, they have all these characters everywhere.
So you found me, and we are just walking still through. See, it's pretty big, Galaxy's
It
Edge.
is, yeah.
All these Star Wars buildings.
I didn't even notice really where to get that blue and green milk.
Yeah, besides Mos Eisley's
Yeah.
Cantina.
It must be there. And then now we're right beside it is the Muppets land.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Gonzo. This area has been here also
For a
all
long
this time.
time.
For a long time, since I was little.
Yeah.
And we are going for lunch first, and everybody wanted to try pizza. And what's good about restaurants now is that there's a lot of gluten-free options. When Tristan was little, that was one of my challenges whenever we took him to these parks, is what to feed Tristan in a place where it's only hot dog, burgers, and pizzas, and none of them are gluten-free. But everything can actually be converted to gluten-free options for crusts, for buns. Of course, fries are always gluten-free if they're not coated. So there were lots of options for him. If anything, you can see that the large pizza over there is actually the gluten-free pizza.
It's bigger than ours.
It's bigger than the regular ones that we had. Each pizza came with a side of Caesar salad, and I got the meatball sub.
So this is our nap time.
Yep. So this is a 3D visual.
It's nice and air-conditioned inside.
It's like a theater, and it's like a story that the Muppets have. Like they have an adventure with their show. But we usually sit in here just to cool down because it was a hot day, and
Well, Hayden and Mason did it.
yeah, the hotter it is, you get sluggish and you feel fatigued.
Yeah. But it was, from what I saw, it was fun, and then I kind of dozed.
Yeah. So it seats about, I don't know, 200 people. It wasn't too full.
Yeah.
But everybody kind of mills around, and they have all these different screens display on jokes by the Muppets. We go into this
Theater. It's a big
large
theater.
seating theater. We go all the way to the right,
Yeah.
the very end, so that there's space for everyone, although it wasn't a full theater at all. And
so
I
this is
forget what that
outside.
is. It was, yeah. And so I remember Hayden having a picture with Kermit when he was little there too, way once upon a time.
So this is still the Muppet area.
Yep. We're looking to get out to go back to the front area. I think our strategy at this point was just to go around the park and then come back at the end of the day to Toy Story. So it's again,
Mason got his
lemonade ice cream thing. This is something he always dreams about.
It's sour.
Yeah, whenever we go to the park, this is what he looks most forward to. We can't find it anywhere else. It's really
And it was too frozen.
it's a Walt Disney World specialty.